Storyline's number variable captures the number of times a learner clicks on an object or a button. So here we've got a results slide, and I want to allow the learner to be able to retry the short quiz only once. So the first thing is to create a number variable. Go over to the X here, Manage Project Variables. We'll select Create New Variable and let's name it something meaningful, like tries. The type of variable is a number variable. Set it to an initial value of 0. Select OK. We have our number variable. The next thing we need to do is add a trigger to adjust the variable. So we'll create a new trigger right here, and the action is adjust variable. Now which variable? The one we just created, tries. I'm going to add a value of 1 when the user clicks this button to retry quiz. If you look over in the triggers panel here, you'll see that the trigger that we just created is the last one. We're going to want to move that up. If we leave it here, this trigger will fire and this one won't. So it won't work. So let's select it and then move it right under the button. Next thing we need to do is let the learner know that there are no more tries. I want to do that through changing the state of their retry button from normal to disabled. Let's format the disabled state, and then we'll create a trigger that will change the state from normal to disabled. So our retry quiz button is selected. Let's go to edit states and then we'll select the disabled state. Let's do something rather simple. Let's insert a text box, drag it where you want it, and something simple like you are out of retries. Select it. Let me make it red. Let's select the retry quiz button, go up to format and gray it out. Now we're done editing states. The last thing we need to do is add a trigger to adjust the state of the retry button from normal to disabled if they attempt more than one retry. Now let's go ahead and add the trigger. Create new trigger. Now we're going to change the state of the retry quiz button to a disabled state that we just created. When the timeline starts on this line, but only under certain conditions. So let's select show conditions. So to add a condition, press on this particular sign. Only if our retries is equal to a value of 1, which means they're trying to retake it more than once. So we'll type in a 1, select OK. Now let's preview this scene and see if we can retake the quiz more than once. We shouldn't be able to. I'll press F12 to preview. We were allowed to retake it once. Now we go to retry quiz and look, you're out of retries. So it worked. So that's how you insert a number variable to limit the number of retries. Now let's explore the true false type of variable.